All right, what's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Armon. We're back with another video. Get in here, get in here. It's time to get into some things. Okay, so the Megan Thee Stallion Nicki Minaj saga continues. All right, so Megan Thee Stallion just recently did an interview with Billboard magazine, and they were being messy, child. And they pretty much asked her, like, "Girl, you took shots at Nicki Minaj. Do y'all think that y'all can ever repair this relationship? Will it ever work out again? Like, what happened?" And Megan Thee Stallion gave, "Girl, I don't know what happened. What is there to reconcile? I don't know what happened." So Megan Thee Stallion just gave like, "Did I do that? What happened? I don't see it. I don't have a clue. I don't have a." That's what Meg was giving. So she don't know what happened, right? And so they also asked her, how do you feel about it when other people take disses at you in a song? Megan Thee Stallion was like, "Well, girl, I take it as a compliment. You obviously see that I'm competition, and so I appreciate that." Billboard also asked her, what does she feel about kicking off rap beef in 2024? We had, after the Hiss moment, we got the Bigfoot, then we got Quavo and Chris Brown, we got Eminem and Benzino, we had Drake and Kendrick Lamar, and Megan Thee Stallion says, yeah, I kicked it off. And I was just doing what I needed to do, and I knew I had to do what I needed to do, and what I did, and I needed to say what I wanted to say, and I did just that. And if it made other people, get in their bag and say what they needed to say, then I'm here for it. And so for me, when I'm listening to that stuff, I'm just kind of like, well, what really did happen? You know what I mean? Because, like, if you really think about it, we're like, well, what actually did happen? So if we go back, I remember the 2019, the Instagram live where Megan Thee Stallion was on live, Nicki Minaj was on live, and everybody was trying to get Nicki Minaj to go live with Megan Thee Stallion. Go live, go live, go live, go live, go live. I remember it like it was yesterday. Then she got Nicki on, or Megan, to get on the live. Megan was twerking and dancing, and she was busting shots at Cardi B, pretty much saying, I'm gonna go and write some you know what I mean? Like, being real shade to Cardi B, because I don't feel like Megan Thee Stallion really respects Cardi B, and respects her as an artist, if you really want to be honest. But and then her and Nicki were there, and then Megan Thee Stallion was like, "You know what? I'm gonna come to LA. Don't run from me, friend." And then boom, they got together. Later, towards the end of the summer, they got Hot Girl Summer record came out. Then stuff got weird once the record happened, because I feel like the record happened, the VMAs happened. Megan really wasn't even really promoting Hot Girl Summer, and then Megan didn't show up to Queen Radio, and things got really, really quiet, really, really quiet. I don't know what happened first. I don't know if WAP happened first or the unfollow, but it got really, really quiet. And Nicki does this thing where she just stops engaging with you. So okay, I don't fool with her no more. So for a long time, she was not engaging with Megan Thee Stallion, and she was busting shots. And then boom, she had unfollowed Megan Thee Stallion. But I feel like what happened was Megan Thee Stallion ended up doing WAP. Megan Thee Stallion did WAP with Cardi B. That was a huge moment. Diamond record. And I feel like Nicki felt a little slighted by that. I felt like she felt slighted because, at the end of the day, clearly Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki were cooking Cardi B in Nicki Minaj's studio, dragging Cardi B for blood. And I think that if I need to sum it all up, I feel like Nicki feels like Megan Thee Stallion was fake. Okay, there was the other things about the drinking, and Megan trying to force Nicki to drink, and Megan sitting up there with French Montana, while she was allegedly, dating Moneybagg Yo, so just kind of bopping around. And I'm also left to think that maybe perhaps, Nicki kind of got wind, or felt like Megan Thee Stallion was a little fake and was talking about her behind her back, because, later on you hear rumblings of, or you would hear Nicki say, "How you don't like me, but try to do everything like me," and we know that that's to Megan Thee Stallion. Okay. They trying to get the sauce. And I felt like Nicki felt like, all right, girl, you don't like me, but you want to do the things like me. You want to follow me, but then you're a little fake and phony. I just feel like she felt Megan was fake and phony, and I feel like she didn't want Megan Thee Stallion to do WAP with Cardi B, because how could you sit up there after we talked all this cash about this girl and you go and do WAP? But at the same time, I think that, to be honest, Megan Thee Stallion played a game. Megan Thee Stallion social climbed, but at the same time, was that a bad thing? Megan Thee Stallion got with Nicki Minaj, did what she needed to do, got that out the way. It blew her up a bit. It got her to Cardi B. It got people paying attention, and Megan moved on. Megan did a hell of a feature run when Nicki Minaj had set out. Megan Thee Stallion was that girl. I think that Nicki wasn't expecting Megan Thee Stallion to want to be a main character girl. I'm not thinking that Nicki expected Megan Thee Stallion to be an alpha female, and she was. I think maybe Nicki thought that Megan Thee Stallion was going to be more like of a Bia, just kind of be like a talented rap girl, pretty, but a part of Nicki's team, and maybe a part of heavy on it at a point. I don't know. But I think that Nicki just doesn't do well with other alpha females. I mean, and here's the thing. I'm not going to say that, these women don't, move weird when it comes to Nicki. But at the same time, I think that we have to just be honest that Nicki is the queen of her castle. And if you're going to be in or around her castle, you're going to have to cower down. And I just don't feel like Megan Thee Stallion was willing to do that. And, it was the ego battle, too, that just didn't mesh up well. And not to mention, maybe Nicki felt like, okay, girl, not threatened, but more so like, oh, you think you hot? Show me. And that's why I started to feel like Nicki really wanted to spar with Megan Thee Stallion in the ring. And for a while, for years, hell, until now, Megan Thee Stallion gets lashings from Nicki at every chance that she gets, because I feel like it's something really deeply, 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 deeply rooted as to why Nicki does not like Megan. For Nicki to be going in on Megan Thee Stallion for years at this point and hard, and then for Nicki to respond to Megan Thee Stallion in the way that she did in Bigfoot, and you don't know why, you have to know why. I almost would have respected Megan Thee Stallion more if she would have said, well, I don't know why, but I can only assume she got mad because I worked with Cardi B, and it is what it is. Who gonna whoop me? I mean, at this point, we're all here. So I don't understand, like, you put the Hiss record out, she put out Bigfoot. Why not just say what it is? Megan Thee Stallion is trying to do this like PR, like, oh, I don't know what's going on. But girl, you do know. You do know. You absolutely know. Why, or you at least have an idea. There's no way in the world a person, because I feel like Nicki Minaj hates her. There's not a person in the world to talk about somebody, mama, you lied on it. You lied. So Nicki clearly feels like Megan is a liar. Megan, what does she feel like you lied about? What happened? And I just feel like, we know that Megan has a history of lying. Okay. So she will do that. And so people, when she says things like, I don't know, it just feels like PR. It feels like, girl, you absolutely know. And you've discussed it with other people. You know what it is. You have an inkling of what it is. You just probably didn't want to answer it because, the climate of society today. You just didn't want that to be a headline. But you got to ask the question, and that was your way to answer it. But my whole thing is, I felt like Megan Thee Stallion was really one of those girls that'll go bar for bar, will really get in the ring. I'm not sure why she won't really dance with Nicki like that. Does Nicki have information? Like, why doesn't she really go? Because I feel like Meg feels like she can take Nicki, and I feel like Meg could give Nicki a hell of a battle. And I also feel like that would be very, very entertaining. But for whatever reason, Megan Thee Stallion does not want to get in that bag with Nicki Minaj. And for the life of me, I can't understand why she's avoiding it, or why she's choosing to cherry pick her responses in regards to a woman that has been dragging her for years and then made a complete diss record and said her name, obliterating her. Is that a word? You get what I'm saying. And then mentioning your mama. So, I don't know, child. it's a little bit interesting. I think there's a lot to the story that we don't know. Now, most people will be like, well, Nicki's just crazy. Nicki's insecure and Nicki is selfish. I just don't think that it's about an insecurity. I don't think it's like that. I don't think that Nicki feels threatened by Megan Thee Stallion. I feel like she feels disrespected and she just doesn't have any respect for her. And I'm trying to figure out, is the respect because she did a record with Cardi B, or is the respect because you felt like she was I don't know. Did you catch her trying to flirt with Kenneth Petty? Like, what was it? Because Nicki wasn't even pregnant at the time that Megan Thee Stallion was allegedly trying to have her drink. So I don't know. I don't know. If I can land on one thing, I just think that Nicki felt like this girl's phony. This girl used me to social climb off me. She was not legit. And she sat up there and she sat with me while we dragged and talked all kind of crap about Cardi B. And then you was sitting up there with Cardi B. Now, as far as Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B, I think they always have to play nice. They may have gotten closer now. But Megan Thee Stallion is about herself. And I think that Cardi B don't really care for her, Megan either. They cool, because that's optically is what it is. There's no hate there. They work together. Megan Thee Stallion recently said, hey, she loves Cardi B. She loves Glorilla. They can work well together. They want to see everybody genuinely win. That's a great answer to say, but I would like to know what they talk about privately with their teams, because Megan Thee Stallion, not that much has changed about Cardi B's rap ability and her artistry since 2019. And the perception of who she is as an MC. So how all of a sudden do you love and respect her now when before you didn't even think that you didn't respect her because you didn't even feel like she wrote her own music? So you can't possibly, just love and respect and think Cardi B is the greatest girl on the planet as a female rapper, because we know your true feelings. You don't even believe that she writes her raps. So I don't know. But I'm not here to cause beef between the two girls. I just feel like, Megan Thee Stallion, Megan Thee Stallion essentially made some moves for herself, as she should. And perhaps Nicki kind of felt bamboozled because she thought that she was going to have like a Batman and Robin situation. And Megan Thee Stallion was like, girl, I'm not trying to follow behind you. I want to be in your lane. And, Megan Thee Stallion made the decision to say, hey, no, I'm going to sacrifice this friendship because I want bigger for myself. And can you be mad at that? Nicki did it to Little Cam. So it is what it is. My only disappointment is the fact that Megan Thee Stallion didn't really get in the ring for real. And I really had high hopes for Megan Thee Stallion when the day came for her and Nicki to really spar. And she didn't do so. She kind of let me down. And I really felt like Megan was the girl that go head to head. And she just really didn't do it. She really did not live up to the expectation that I believe that she could do it. And so it'd be interesting to see if we get anything moving forward. I don't think so. Based on these responses, it's giving Megan Thee Stallion don't want no problem. She don't want no smoke. But Nicki, I feel like Nicki will respond in a more subtle way. I'm not really sure where Nicki is at musically right now. I was having a conversation the other day. I'm a little bored with Nicki Minaj music right now, and I know you guys are not gonna like that. And maybe because she's not being messy, maybe she's not arguing. But I like wholesome mom Mary Nicki, but I would like her to get back in her spicy bag. It's a little too mild for me. I'm over it. I'm over the zen. I'm over the calm, cool, collected. Can we get back to waking it up? All right, so I'm interested to see if Nicki will respond. I feel like she will, but hell, this new Nicki is a little bit of she's going to sing a lullaby to us before she responds to the mess. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And until next time, keep that same energy. We'll see you soon. Peace out.